Yeah, hi Nimas. What happened? Sir, connect out or disconnect out. Good morning, sir. Uh, Shrikant sir, CEO sir has joined. Please start the webinar.
Hi, sorry, I was having some internet issues.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all on today's webinar, Evolution of Gen AI, jointly organized by Task in association with Oracle. We are privileged to have with us our respected CEO of Task, Mr. Shrikant Sinha, and two distinguished speakers, Mrs. Anuradha Sharma and Jyotir Ganeshan. Already it's late and sorry for the delay. Before we begin, I extend a heartfelt thanks to all our participants for joining us and to our esteemed guests for accepting our invitation. Without further delay, I now invite our respected CEO Task to address the gathering and deliver the keynote.
A very good morning to all participants on this call. Anuradha Sharma from Oracle, Jyotir Ganeshan, other speakers, delegates, students, faculty members, management committee members, a very warm welcome to you and greetings on Guru Purnima today. It's indeed a very auspicious day when we are holding this session on something which has become a big question for all of us. In the day when I used to teach way back in 1993, it was never called as artificial intelligence and machine learning systems. AI applications have created the excessive knowledge and them on on systems and which we used to call a shell in those days. We used to program and prolog and list, but AI had been there 40 years before that also. Starting in 1960s, AI has always been there. People have always been fascinated with the thought of what computers could do, what technology could do, and how it could supplement the human brain itself. Today, as we move on, at that time, of course, power of compute was less. We used to, as I said, capture the explicit knowledge. Just to give you a quick example of it, For example, when a doctor checks your temperature, he puts a thermometer in your mouth, or these days they use the temperature gun to find out the temperature. If it is beyond 98.6, you are supposed to be having fever, which is the explicit knowledge, or the rule as they call it over here now. Those are the rules that you put in. But apart from that, there was also tacit knowledge. For example, a doctor would check your pulse and immediately tell you that you have got a stomach upset. Now, that was something which the doctor themselves did not know, but due to experience and gut feel, they used to talk about that. In our day and age, it was using forward engineering and reverse engineering that we used to come with an inference. But today, the inference is based on a similar kind of fundamentals where you have the explicit knowledge, which is the rules, and tacit knowledge is what you try to establish through your data sets. So not much has changed as far as that is concerned, but of course, the power of technology has multiplied this entire process more than 100 folds. Where today we have moved into different kind of applications of AI. If you permit me to say, I think this is a watershed moment in 2023 November, when ChatGPT, after being into existence for 7 years and experimenting with different kind of models, came up with the first thing, which was the generic purpose. If I talk about till now, till 2023, AI was there, but it was being used for very, very scientific and other purposes, language recognition, etc., and other things. For example, in my previous avatar as CEO of NASCOM Foundation, I used to be supporting and be part of the PRSG of uh, METI, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, for that project called as TDIL, Technology Development for Indian Languages. We used to use artificial intelligence at that time for natural language processing also. But it was not a generic purpose AI. And November 2023 has got that watershed moment where it became general purpose AI. It started with what is called as conversational AI, where a computer could recognize your voice and also process it and reply back to you. Along with that, very quickly it moved to generative AI, where based on a prompt that you used to give, it used to analyze it, break it, and come back with the information about it. Compared to my time when it was one expert that we used to talk to, here there were 450 billion data sets, which are there, which the computer used to go through quickly to come back with an inference. And that is where the entire world of AI has changed completely. I think today it's important for us to understand that AI has changed for the good. Today, AI is just a tool that would be supporting the human brain also. So this is an age. IR 5.0 has already started, while IR 4.0 and IR 5.0 are coexisting, which is, if you look at it, there is cobots, there is co-pilots. So everything is along with human. And that is where the things have changed completely. If we look at the entire journey, starting from 1960s, where the only aim and the Alan Turing test was, if a human can defeat a machine, it used to be called as intelligent. But today's day and age, they have started learning themselves also, much like a human being does. And that is where the complete difference happens. The complete difference happens in that fashion itself, where we have moved from conversational AI to generative AI to something which is now being called as agentic AI, which is very similar to how we behave, we talk, we do things. If I don't have the information, I'll call up Anu and say, Anu, what is Oracle doing on generative AI? Right? So that's typically how an Anu would respond back to me and I would talk about it. And that is typically how AI has started using the concepts of our neural networks itself, and started getting information. Now, automatically, it is able to reach out to the right set of data sets and then come back with information. Earlier in our day and age, we used to say that there is Murphy's Law, which used to say technology changes every 18 months. But now, if you look at it, the complete thing has become very, very different. Today, technology changes very fast. ChatGPT, OpenAI, Sam Altman had come to India, given a challenge saying that, oh, no, you should not even venture into that. But today, if you look at it, Tech Mahindra took the challenge, Mr. C.P.